What's up, everybody? On this episode of the Best of Bias podcast, you got me, your boy Lydell Dinero, episode 233. We're in the place to be. You already know we got a Super Bowl to talk about, Super Bowl halftime show to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We got some basketball check-in, pop culture, got a bunch of TV shows coming back, and a bunch of new TV shows out there that you guys might want to check out. And of course, Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR dropping a new album, you know what I'm saying, to follow up the Super Bowl performance. So we got a lot of pop culture to talk about as well. Brand new episode, just in time for Valentine's Day. It's your boy Lydell Dinero again, episode 233, season 3. Let's get right to it. No long talking. Where that theme song at? It's right here. Let's go.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Lydell Dinero, back in the place to be, back in the stew. Lovely to meet you guys here. Lovely to see you guys as always. If you guys are new here, thank you for clicking play. Like I like to say, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me today. Hey, Best of Bias, welcome, where we bring everything pop culture and sports wise from the last couple of weeks. Maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and bring it all to the table and talk about it. You never know what we'll talk about because we talk a little bit about everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why we call it the Best of Bias. You bring your bias to the table and we're going to talk about it. We're going to debate it. We're going to discuss it, but it's all love. You know what I'm saying? New listeners, again, welcome. Welcome to the family. Of course, people that have been here all the time, I call you guys my family members for a reason because you guys already know what we do here and we're down to talk about it, man. It was a busy weekend last weekend. And I want to get right into it. But of course, first and foremost, I like to ask y'all how y'all feeling. You know what I'm saying? I know it's just me, and it's just gonna me be like, asking the question, is being silent to see what y'all are saying out there. But hope y'all doing all right. Valentine's Day is coming. Always when we get close to these holidays, I want to make sure everybody doing all right and is in a good mental space. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to celebrate these things, and sometimes we kind of don't realize that not everybody has a Valentine, not everybody celebrates these holidays, and not everybody gets to. Sometimes people just don't believe in the holidays and just don't want to fuck with the commerciality of the holiday. This and Christmas, people, I understand that. But you know what I'm saying? There are those who want to be loved and feel like Valentine's Day is a special day, and they are looking for somebody and they're without every year. You know what I mean? So me, you know what I'm saying? I just wish like to reach out to everybody, show a little love. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not you going out with somebody and doing something, do something for yourself. Show yourself a good time. Show yourself that you love yourself because self-love is important too. A lot of people forget that, man. And that's what the world is missing today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on social media and looking at what they're missing out on and not looking inward and not going out there and just, look in the mirror, know you for you, know what you want in life and go get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be halted by the instant success of people you see on Instagram, people you hear about. You know what I'm saying? Get out there, touch grass and do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Think positive, stay motivated. All those things, man. We want to be happy in these times. Though some people may not have Valentine's Day, we want to, let's go get one. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of singles out there. Let's be self-confident. Let's be motivated to let's make a difference in that. Maybe you don't want a Valentine's Day and that's your prerogative. Or no, if you don't want a Valentine, excuse me, that's your prerogative. But you know what I'm saying? If this year you want to make it the year you do have a Valentine's Day, you single, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got one right now. Let's get that shit right. Let's get it right. And it all starts up here. You know what I'm saying? So hope y'all having a good weekend. Hope you're having a good day, whatever day it is. Your boy Lydell Dinero is passing love. And hope you find something to do. Hey, the new movie is coming out. You already know what it is, the MCU, man. I was going to wait until the end to talk about it because, I've been kind of teasing it the last couple of weeks, contemplating if I was going to go see it or not. I decided to go see it. You already know I'm about to go see that, man. Valentine's Day, if you ain't doing anything, go check out the new phase of the MCU opening up, man, because... yeah, A Brave New World, it has to be something epic. Movies the last couple of weeks have been dry. It's a very good date idea if you are looking for somewhere to take somebody or do something for Valentine's Day. Go check it out. The movies are going to be packed. Maybe you'll meet somebody there. Me personally, I don't like rubbing shoulders with everybody out there in the public nowadays, especially in the movie theaters. I like to go on a Sunday when the movie releases when there's not as many people in there, but me and V-Ron's got a little date night, you know what I'm saying? A little date night planned, a nice little movie theater with the waiters that come up and you get those real life entrees at the movie theater and the sofa seat recliners, you know what I'm saying? We doing it big, and we seeing the Captain America. I talked her into it. I knew I was gonna see that. Said I was gonna see that Kiki and SZA movie. We probably streamed that some way during the weekend, but we got to see Captain America. It's not only for us, not only for me, it's for you guys too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch the movie. Gotta bring it back to you guys to review and all that jazz. But again, anyways, that's a little quick check-in. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I hope you guys are ready for Valentine's Day, whether you have a Valentine or not. You can always hit me up, DM, have a conversation. I ain't gonna be a Valentine. I'm already taken, but I'm here for conversation and to show that love. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. I wore my pink today. I had to bring out the billionaire, the BBC, you know what I'm saying, for the Valentine's Day actual episode. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, happy birthday, Kari, too. If you're watching this, if you're listening, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you and happy birthday to all the February birthdays if you you know, are not listening on your birthday or your birthday just passed this month, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get into these topics. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have you here too long. I want you to spend some time with your Valentine if you have them. So yeah, unless you guys are having a date and listening to this podcast, that's very romantic. And I do actually recommend that. 10 out of 10. If you guys want to have something romantic to do, put on my voice, drink some wine, get the chocolate strawberries out. Anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? The Best of Bias podcast is here for you in all kind of ways. But anyways, back to the topics at hand. Super Bowl. Was it 53 that just passed? Super Bowl. Yeah, I think it's 53. Whatever Super Bowl it was. Out there in New Orleans, the Chiefs versus the Eagles. The Buccaneers weren't in it, so you know the details ain't really that important to me. You know what I'm saying? But the Eagles and the Chiefs, it was a rematch from 2 years ago. Coming in, you already know what the expectations were. The Chiefs were the team going for the three-peat, experienced team that have been there in the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. So we kind of figured Patrick Mahomes was going to go in there and do his thing, especially with the help of the referees. We saw throughout the season, just kind of kept them in games constantly. Even all close games they've had all season, 3 points or less. I think there was like at least 10 of them bitches. And every one, they were helped out either by a referee or Patrick Mahomes doing something at the last second that only Patrick Mahomes can do. In the Super Bowl, he wasn't able to be saved by that. It was actually the complete opposite of what everybody expected. If you've seen the game, you already know what happened. The Eagles whooped the Chiefs' ass. I wish there was more details to the game that I could specifically talk about, but there wasn't much at all. The Eagles' defense, like I said when I kind of previewed the game, if they can come out there and shut Patrick Mahomes down and shut those weapons down, I know they're going to be able to score. And if they're able to score and Patrick Mahomes doesn't match those scores, it might be bad. And I wasn't really that confident in that statement, but I knew the Eagles could possibly win, and I wanted the Eagles to win for the NFL viewing public and every sports fan in America. Just to get this myth that the Kansas City Chiefs are the best team ever, or Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady. I don't want to hear none of that no more. I think Patrick Mahomes needs to ride the wave and just chill out for a little bit. He did win those 3 Super Bowls really, really early, and I appreciate his contributions. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them putting the Chiefs back on the map, taking away from all these teams that always win the Super Bowls, the Cowboys, the 49ers of the world, the Pittsburgh Steelers of the world. I get it. Bring a new franchise out there, start a new dynasty with a new, there's a whole new flavor. I get it, but it's done now. When you try to do too much to the wave, you bring in the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce changes his whole personality. Patrick Mahomes starts to become cocky rather than the humble guy that everybody's surprised that is doing so well so early. It just gives you cause to pause, and it's kind of wants you to see their downfall. Any other team in the NFL, every other team, I will have to say, didn't want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Unless you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sure that nobody else I mean, maybe some Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants fans that didn't want the Eagles to win another championship and add that to their, to their ring collection. They probably weren't as happy as everybody else in America was that the Chiefs lost, because I did not want to have to hear a whole another year off season of how good Patrick Mahomes is, how better he is than everybody else in the NFL, hands down, when it's not that, man. I feel like he's had the opportunity to be in good situations, had one of the greatest coaches ever, Andy Reid. When he did have Tyreek Hill, that was one of the best weapons for a skill like Patrick Mahomes to have ever. And then Travis Kelce in his prime was just getting down and doing what he needed to do. And as they had them, and got through them, I wouldn't say through their prime, but got the best out of them, the defense started to get better as they were drafting late in the draft and picking up defensive pieces and offensive drafts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the Chiefs kind of got lucky, hit lightning in a bottle. I really can't say they got lucky winning it 2 times in a row. But, I feel like they didn't deserve to be there this year, and everything kind of worked out in their favor to actually get to the Super Bowl. But to see Patrick Mahomes throw a pick six, get strip sacked, turn over the ball, and just have no kind of offensive prowess at all, it was crazy to see. It kind of showed us that we weren't just haters all year long. Their offense wasn't put together, though they had a bunch of late additions and injuries to the offense, so they couldn't really get clicking with everybody, in full tow. But that happens with everybody. The Buccaneers, the 49ers, everybody's teams have injuries. And a lot of teams, a lot of the good teams seems like they had devastating injuries to take their top-notch team down a couple of levels. But since the team was so top-notch, the commonly viewing public don't give a fuck about that. They want to see you do good. They want to see you kind of like adjust to adversity and do well, whether you have everything in your favor or not. That's what good teams are made of, and that's what should happen for good teams, especially with good teams expecting to get their players back towards the end of the season and towards the playoffs. We want to see you be able to maintain and still make the playoffs and make some noise if you're that team. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't really sure if that was the Chiefs team this year. They would, again, the one score wins and everything like that. The Eagles did hit some lumps, but Saquon did what he did all year. Everybody was doubting Jalen Hurts all year, just from the last Super Bowl he played in last year. Everybody thought he was regressing, didn't really have what it takes to make the leap he needed to make to win the Super Bowl. I'm happy he was able to get over that hump this year, and everybody kind of just shut up, about it. Me personally, I was one of the guys that, if you listen to the pod a lot, I am one of the guys that was a fan of Jalen Hurts, though the Buccaneers play the Eagles a lot and have taken them out of the playoffs and beat them bad in the regular season. And while we're playing, I don't like them too much, but just how people doubted him at Alabama. He gets replaced for Tua. Him go to Oklahoma, win the Heisman there. People still doubt him, thinking once he gets drafted, he's going to be a bust. He was just a running quarterback. And then him to get drafted by the Eagles, then build around him and him do what he did, be in the playoffs almost, I think it was one seed last year, if I'm not mistaken. Was they one seed last year? And then this year to do what they did this year, it's impressive. And I always respected Jalen Hurts' work ethic. People would talk shit and talk down on him. He wouldn't hella combat anything like that. He would just, take it in stride and show people in his actions that all that shit was false. The AJ Brown stuff, the Nick Sirianni stuff, took it on the chin. And when it was time to show up, he just showed up and showed out and made everybody know that Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying? You may think all these other quarterbacks are better than me, but do they have a Super Bowl to their name to show for it? I guess numbers and shit, you can look at numbers on paper and say if they had the perfect situations, they could be better than Jalen Hurts, but they don't have that. And they didn't win a Super Bowl and they weren't Super Bowl MVP. So hopefully he quieted a lot of that noise. Again, the game wasn't really that memorable because the only thing that really happened that I remember, I won the first quarter in my little pool there for the Super Bowl. But then the fourth quarter, I could have won $500. But of course, Patrick Mahomes didn't want to lose the Super Bowl with trash stats like he really had, but decided to throw a 50-yard touchdown against the backups and stay in the game when they're getting beat to get the score to 40-22 instead of what, 40-18 or what? So whatever the score was it 16? I don't know. They went for two both times when they scored. So yeah, they're just being bitches, and that's Patrick Mahomes costing me money. Two playoff games in a row, about $1,200, or actually no, $1,700. I know he don't care, and I know betting, blah blah blah, and NFL athletes don't care, but motherfucker, when you're supposed to just end the game and the score is supposed to be what it is supposed to be in any regular situation it would be, and then you just take your time out of your day to just fucking make me lose my bets, I'm gonna feel some certain way towards you. But anyways, enough of the game. Congratulations, Eagles, Chiefs. I'm sorry about it. Now you have to sit back and hopefully Joe Burrow, Patrick Herbert, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson can just whoop y'all ass for the rest of this time. Y'all can sit back on those three Super Bowls for a while and let other people eat. You know what I'm saying? They're getting on my nerves trying to take over all the coverage like they're the Lakers or some bullshit, like they're the Cowboys or some shit. No, it's the Kansas City fucking Chiefs, bro. Get them out here. Get them out of here. Anyways, but the halftime show is what I really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The halftime show is what's up. I'm hoping that AKA could put some clips around here because there's some shit that was going on. I want y'all to visually see if y'all did not see the halftime show yourself. Kendrick Lamar, personally, in my opinion, of course, this is very controversial. Everybody wants to say what they want to say about the Super Bowl halftime show. But me personally, I thought it was great. Me personally, I'm a really big fan of the GNX album. So for him to go and do that completely at the Super Bowl and kind of nix all the stuff that people thought he was going to do, none of the "we gonna be all right," none of the swimming pool stuff, none of the older stuff that's commercially known that everybody's going to know. He took his time to really show Drake that he didn't like him personally, and just went out and did all the songs that were kind of steered toward dissing Drake, and kind of like GNX songs that kind of like represented LA and what Kendrick Lamar represents and where he's from. And I kind of like that a lot, man. I mean, I'm sure that people that were watching it, people at the game, didn't really understand what was going on, didn't really understand it as much as people at home did that were from LA and the Bay Area, of course. People that were rap fans and know what's going on in the beef probably didn't really have such a good time watching it, not really as much as they did Usher or Madonna or whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? All the other people that, the white people that did the Super Bowl, not to be racial or anything, but it just kind of seemed like it was for a certain group of people. And if that certain group of people got what was going on, they got what was going on and they vibed with it. It was more so less about the music and more so about, hey, I'm going to come out here and do what you guys didn't expect me to do. You guys wanted me to be buttoned up Kendrick Lamar and just do all the anthems and the safe songs. No, I'm still on that GNX shit. I'm gonna come out here and show y'all this is Kendrick Lamar. And this is not the shit that you guys want to see on TV, that you guys want me to do at all the award shows. I'm gonna come out here and talk my shit, do this music that I love, the music type of music that I'm on right now, the type of way I'm feeling right now, and keep twisting that knife in, in Drake's alleged gut, aforementioned gut, you know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games, but when you poke the bear, sometimes if somebody's really petty, they're gonna follow through. And that's what they did. And me personally, I didn't think it was all just a shot at Drake. Me personally, I thought it made some stances. I know there was some pieces that were put out after with a couple of bullet points of what everything was supposed to represent. I love the fact that he had Sam Jackson out there because he's, Uncle Sam. And Sam Jackson's gonna tell it how it is and tell you, straight up, he's going to be himself in every movie that he's in. It's going to be him. You know what I'm saying? So him narrating was epic. And just him coming out here and doing the songs that we love, him representing the Bay Area so heavily out there. You know what I'm saying? I like what he's doing with California in general, man. He's bringing everybody together, Bloods, Crips, everybody in LA, the Hispanics that are supposed to be funking with the, other minorities in LA, bringing them together, giving them a spotlight, as well as, bringing the Bay and LA together. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of competition between the Bay and LA, and styles, conflict, and people just kind of talk shit back and forth, kind of like a friendly rivalry. But in reality, we like cousins. You know what I'm saying? So rather than, be separate in this whole industry that's all kind of like fighting against California, not really fighting against him, but I'm just saying like every segment of the country is kind of fighting for their spot in hip hop, fighting for their spot in notoriety. New York, Atlanta, the Midwest, Detroit. There's a bunch of places that are big in the music scene right now and kind of putting on. But, California sometimes is forgotten. Everybody knows everything from LA, but nobody really knows about the music from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? All-Star Weekend's out there in the Bay right now. So the combination of bringing that attention and that notoriety, and Kendrick Lamar letting everybody know, nah, it's not only LA, it's the Bay too, it's all of California. And I'm gonna show the world this is what we out here representing. I know the Not Like Us and the Euphoria and the Beef songs that he did up there, they weren't really expected. People kind of wish that he did, again, more safe songs, more anthem songs that everybody knew. But I think I really did like the fact that he had the hidden messages, as well as he stood on his 10 toes and actually kept, dissing Drake as well. Did Not Like Us after, the threat of being sued and all that. It was really cool. It showed some really good artistry. You know what I'm saying? Also, I love the way that Kendrick Lamar performs. You guys remember from the Grammys when he did the We Gonna Be All Right and had the people come out in the chains like they're in jail and stuff. Very performative. So for him to go out here and just do kind of easier songs, I wouldn't say easier songs because some of these fucking verses were wordy as fuck. The voice control was always on point with Kendrick Lamar. His outfits, you know what I'm saying, always be hella like, his jewelry be shiny. You don't really see him in jewelry all the time, but when he does pop out in jewelry, it looks nice on him. His outfit, his little PG Lang jacket, his bell bottoms with the Dion's on. You know what I'm saying? Those Dion's that he was wearing in the performance, they went up 430% in sales after they seen him wearing it. And you can barely even see the shoe under the bell bottoms. You know what I'm saying? His little two-step, you know what I'm saying? I really like Kendrick Lamar. And again, it wasn't really like, related to the Usher performance where he went through his whole catalog of songs that everybody knows, that everybody wanted to hear. he really did that GNX album and just kind of, he did the Man in the Garden, Euphoria. He did Not Like Us, and everybody loved it. You know what I'm saying? From everybody yelling in the stadium A minor to, people just loving the whole setup to where Sam Jackson was talking and he just cuts him off and he's like, "Oh, should I do it? Oh no, they gonna sue me. Oh no!" Like he's hella performative. He's a genius, man. And of course, the people are gonna think I'm riding, deriding the hate Drake just because I love the performance by Kendrick Lamar. I just don't think that's true. Me personally, I'm coming from, a music background. Me personally, I like music a lot. These artists, I don't know them personally, so I don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying? If this person is, riding for this person like that. I just like the music. I can let somebody know if I like some music, if this music sounds better to me than this music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I like Kendrick Lamar better than Drake. I'm not saying all Kendrick Lamar's music is better than Drake's at all. I'm just saying how the battle proceeded and how it was handled. I think Kendrick Lamar has the upper hand. You know what I'm saying? And I think everything that he's been doing, Drake on the other side personally has been a little catty with the suing and stuff. Again, you don't want nobody calling you a pedophile. I get it, but I don't know. He's dropping an album today. If you guys listen on Friday, with Party Next Door, I feel like you just let the music speak for itself. Like, just go back to making music for people to party to. We don't need those beefing songs no more. No more rap battle songs. Let's just get to the music and let the people decide for themselves. Because if you keep going on the path you were going to try to get the battle, like suing people, saying that you're gonna put on another track, trying to keep the battle going by exposing other people. LeBron James shit, personally, I think was weak as fuck. Like, just stop. I don't know. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking mess about Drake, because I'm really not. I just kind of feel like personally, when it comes down to a rap battle and it comes down to making music, all the side antics aren't really necessary. Let us decide who wins the battle. Let us decide whose music we're going to listen to just by if we like it or not. All the side antics do not matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping after this halftime performance and all this Not Like Us stuff happened at the Super Bowl, I hope we can move on and both of them can just make different kind of music that's not related to dissing, because I really like them both as artists and I love their music, and they contribute a lot to music catalogs nowadays. And just the commentary between both fans is just crazy. Like, everything Drake does is terrible to Kendrick Lamar fans. Everything Kendrick Lamar does is terrible to Drake fans. This is bots. Nobody likes this. Drake is acting real feminine. He's painting his nails. He's wearing pigtails. Oh, Kendrick Lamar, all his songs sound the same. He did this and this. It's just like, bro, I get it. I get it. I get it. People are riding for who they're riding for and not really happy about the ending of the beef or how it ended the rap battle. But everybody's gonna be okay. I promise. I promise everybody's gonna be okay. The music's still gonna come out. These people are probably gonna be. I don't know if they'll be friends after this, but I'm sure after this year, after the next couple of months, maybe even after this album comes out, we're not gonna hear nothing else about this. And only rap and music purists are really gonna care in the long run, anyways. So I don't know. There'll be another beef that comes along. Maybe it'll just take the place of this. We have short attention spans, anyways. But anyways. Super Bowl, it was tight. Kendrick Lamar's performance was tight. One of the best I've seen. Again, just for rap to be on the map, him not to mess up at all, just look great doing it. All the symbolism was there. The people that it was for, they got it. The people that didn't get it, fuck them. They'll have whoever they want next year. They'll probably be the whitest person of all time. I heard it was going to be Miley Cyrus. So that'll just appease everybody else. And then you'll have the black people or Hispanics mad about how Miley Cyrus was so white and nobody knows what music Miley Cyrus make. It's just all just drama and social media propaganda to keep us all fighting with each other, bruh. I just respect that the artist was able to get up there, perform, nothing went wrong, nobody got hurt, and it looked lovely. The game was able to go on without a hitch. It was just perfect, man. It's like, as long as nobody's getting hurt, nobody's dying, nobody's out there bombing as far as like not doing well, we good. We good. You feel me? It's gonna be all right. But shout out Kendrick Lamar. And you had a great year, man. 5 Grammys, sweeping all that shit. One of the best years I've ever seen in hip hop. So continue doing what you're doing, bro. And yeah, basketball wise, let's just check in real quick. Nuggets update. Um, yeah, we balling right now, bro. Nikola Jokic is back. I ain't gonna spend too much. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but I'm just gonna be like, hey, bro, Nuggets is back, bro. Everybody is good, bro. We winning 8 games in a row right now on an 8 game winning streak without Russell, without P. Watt. AG is in and out of the lineup. Michael Porter Jr. has been out the last couple of games. Michael Porter Jr. since the trade deadline, putting up 30-point games. Jamal Murray scoring 55 points, hitting a career high. Excuse me, yesterday, though it was against the Blazers, and you know they're not the best team in the world. But him getting in shape and putting up at least 30 points in the last 3 games, off and on 25 pointers, assisting, and Jokic still being the same. Jokic not having to press as much, having triple doubles by the third quarter, sitting out a lot of fourth quarters because other people are stepping up, is the right thing that we need to do right now. Again, the teams that are at top of the Western Conference, OKC, Memphis Grizzlies, and the teams that are below us are all getting right, trying to see what they can do to match some of the better teams in the West. We stayed pat and didn't make any moves at the trade deadline. We believe in our players. Again, Michael Porter Jr. is playing better. Kind of like Michael Jordan. Uh, um, Jamal Murray is coming back. Hopefully, we can get AG back to full health and can be able to be that defender he is there to be, and can dunk and play that dunker role once Jokic and him, their 1-2 man game or is just kind of crazy. Um, who else? Julian Strawther getting a lot of time, coming off the bench, scoring. Playing defense isn't going to be his thing ever, but we need him to come off the bench and actually make shots with the second unit. Christian Brown has been a godsend. I was one of the people, of course, coming into this season. Of course, we didn't want to lose KCP, but I felt like losing KCP wasn't the worst thing in the world. It wasn't going to be a detriment to our team because I felt like Christian Brown can come in and be that three and D guy that KCP was, though KCP had a more consistent 3-pointer. Jay Christian Brown is one of the best drivers to the bucket in the league, as a shooting guard. Nobody's stopping him. He's great at finishing at the rim, looks for the contact, can shoot free throws now. Once he gets a mid-range and a more consistent 3-pointer, that'll be a fourth scorer on a team that already has 3 prominent scorers, with AG, with Russell Westbrook, with P. Watt, Zeke Naji actually giving us valuable minutes. So all my Nuggets fans out there, everybody who knows about the Nuggets, we're on a good roll right now, going into the All-Star weekend, on an 8-win winning streak. It gets a little harder after the break, but hopefully everybody gets healthy and we're starting to see what our team can actually be. One of the highest scoring teams in the league, regularly scoring 140 points. One of the most efficient fast break teams in the league. We've seen to get our defense up. Everybody healthy. Everybody thinks we're just gonna be out, like just be standing cones out there and not play no defense. So once we start getting our defense better, everybody's hyped up about this Luka and LeBron thing. Once that hype comes down a little bit and they realize who the team really is, we be back on our 2023 vibes and hopefully winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? So Nuggets is doing good, man. I'm feeling really confident. There was times I came in here and was kind of like doubtful, thinking that MPJ was going to be traded. A lot of the trade talks were out there, but I'm happy we're doing better now, and I'm looking forward to the future. But we really talking about the All-Star break right now is why I'm bringing up the NBA. It's in the Bay right now. Everybody's getting their glimpse of what the Bay has to offer, and I'm excited for it, man. Though I'm not going to any of the festivities, I'm happy that again the Bay gets to be in the forefront, especially on the cusp or on the heels of this Kendrick Lamar thing where he had the Bay Area people on the stage and people get more and more and familiar with the Bay. I mean, everybody knows about San Francisco and everything already, but you know, All-Star game out here gives people a chance to check out the sites and put it back on the map, man. Everybody comes to All-Star. Everybody kind of talking mess about the Bay. Nobody really likes to come to San Francisco. Charles Barkley and a bunch of celebrities like that talking down. I'm hoping this weekend everybody's actually able to be shown a good time. There's a lot of clubs, a lot of restaurants, a lot of stuff to do in the city, and the events seem like they're going to be cool. The Drewski versus Kai Cenat celebrity game out there, the Rising Stars Challenge, and of course we talked a little bit last week about the new format of the NBA All-Star game. There's 4 teams. They go to a total score of 40, and I think it's like kind of like a round robin tournament, if I'm not mistaken. The 4 teams, let me just go over these. I don't know if I had the list of players on the teams last week. I may have, but then let me just go over them again. Team Shaq, LeBron, Steph Curry, AD. AD is out though he was replaced. Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, James Harden, and Jaylen Brown, and that's Team Shaq. Team Shaq has a good team, a lot of older players, but they out there ready to play. Yeah, I think I did talk about this last week. Again, Team Chuck, Jokic, Giannis. Giannis is out; he was replaced. Shy, we have Wemby, Siakam, Sangoon, Karl Anthony Towns, and Donovan Mitchell. I like that team. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of size. It's gonna be hard to score on them. We'll see if they actually take it serious because the European guys are kind of too cool for school sometimes. They take it serious when it comes to the regular season games. When the Team Shaq, when they take it easy, a lot of times it's kind of like, take the regular season not that serious and kind of ramp up towards the playoffs. This European team, Chuck, I think they're the team that, takes everything serious, but in the All-Star game, they be out there trying to be too cool for school. Then you have Team Kenny, Anthony Edwards, Brunson, Jaren Jackson, Jay Will from OKC, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, and Tyler Hero. This team I feel like is going to go hard 24/7, like I mentioned before. It's probably going to win it. But I don't know. LeBron might be saying like, "Hey, these young guns ain't gonna come out here and show us up." So they may be, that team, Team Kenny and Team Shaq may be going at it for the finals, but I don't know. Maybe Team Chuck will take it serious, but I don't know, man. Those players on that team don't give me too many take it serious vibes. Donovan Mitchell, maybe. Karl Anthony Towns might take it serious. Sangoon, Siakam, Jokic, I don't know. Shy, I don't know. Wemby, I don't know. But we'll see. It should be fun. Team Kansas is actually having the winners of the Rising Star game be her team. So I think that's either the rookies or the sophomores and the veterans or whatever. They play against each other. So I guess whoever wins that game is going to be Team Kansas and be the four team that's competing. That's going to be pretty cool. Um, yeah, and my mom's gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? It's in the Bay, so we have access to the facilities, to the areas. So I'm really excited to see what goes on. Hopefully, I am Sue. I see pillows everywhere. So hopefully, I am Sue, Mr. Fab, E40. Some of our local legends can get out there and get at the facilities and just show out, man. Show people what the Bay is made of. Show them that we got stars out here too. And hopefully everybody stays safe. You guys out there at the festivities, stay safe for sure, for sure, for sure. Because people is crazy out there. People is robbing. Just because you're from the Bay don't mean that you can't get robbed. People is bipping. Of course, if you park your car out there, San Francisco, Oakland, anywhere you watching the game at, watch your shit. I mean, if you're at Oracle, I think you'll be straight because they have that big ass parking lot. Chase Center though, yeah, if you park on the streets out there, you're probably gonna get bipped. So be careful. Unrivaled women's tournament. If you guys been watching the one-on-one tournament, that's been kind of cool too. Again, the Unrivaled League out there in Miami, we've been seeing the 3-on-3 kind of league thing go off. It's been good, man. The Owls though are whooping everybody, undefeated. With Nefesta Collier and Skylar Diggins out there whooping everybody. But everybody, pretty much everybody from the league, except for a couple of people, all participated in a one-on-one tournament. They were playing games to 11. They had shooting fouls and free throws in there. It was cool. I seen a lot of the league's best players get out there and play one-on-one. It helped us kind of put names to faces and kind of recognize the girls a little, the ladies a little bit more, which is also pretty good for when next season starts. We're gonna already know who the players are and they'll be a little more familiar with them from the Unrivaled League. But the one-on-one league went the one-on-one tournament went as I expected. I saw the bracket and I saw Enrique Gumbawale on one side. I saw Satu Saboli on the same bracket on that side. And I saw Nefessa Collier on one side. And I don't know if I knew who I thought was going to win from that side. But it was just me personally knowing some of the players and just actually I may have thought Rakia was going to win on the left side, Rakia or Nefessa Collier, but Nefessa has the size over everybody. She's a defensive player of the year last year and was in the championship, so she's raw no matter what. She kind of walked down everybody in the quarterfinal. She beat her teammate Courtney Williams. Courtney put up a good fight, but again, Nefessa is way too big for her. She made it all the way to the semifinal. I think the semifinal is today. The quarterfinal and all the other games were building up for earlier this week. But the semifinals, we have Nafessa Collier versus Azare Stevens. And then on the other side, we have Arike Agumbawale versus Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards has been really impressive in this tournament, man. She's been going real hard. She's a rookie or second year once the league starts, but um, she was a rookie this year, and she didn't. I wouldn't. I think she was on. Yeah, she is on the Fever, right? What's she on? I think she. I don't know. I think she's on Fever though, but she had an okay rookie year, some growing pains. But in this tournament, she's been going hard. One, all these women are WNBA players, so they're kind of like, and especially in the one-on-one, come out to their walking music, kind of have the little interviews. Some of them are too cool for school. Aaliyah Edwards did not care. She went 100 miles per hour the whole time, bumping into people, getting grimy, getting physical. Walked down Breonna Stewart. I think didn't let her score no points. Yeah, she's working hard out there. I think the winner gets $200,000, which is almost as much as one of the top salaries in the WNBA. So, hey, go get it how you live. These ladies are out here are hungry, especially Aaliyah Edwards. But she got that dog, Arike Gubawale, coming up. I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was before. Arike got that handle. She got that three-point shot, step back, mid-range, and take you to the rim. She's made for this. That's why I said either her or Satu are going to win. But once they played each other, I was like, all right, the winner of this is gonna be taking it on this side of the bracket. But Arike is nice. Arike is nice. I think she's gonna, beat the youngin. It might get a little spicy. So I'll look forward to that. But on the other side, Nafessa and Azare, I think Nafessa is just a little more talented. They're both bigs, but I think Nafessa, again, being the defensive player of the year, she'll be able to defend a little bit more and get it done on that side. And if it's Nafessa against Arike Gumbawale, again, I think the advantage goes to Nafessa a little bit just for the fact that she can defend a lot better. She's bigger in her mid range. If she can just back Arike down and or shoot a mid range every time, she'll get to that 11 hella fast. I don't know if they're going to raise the points for the championship rounds. I wouldn't, just because they were looking way tired out there already. So for them to raise the score, change anything with the score, it wouldn't increase the product, because when they're tired, they start throwing up bullshit. And when they're airballing out there, it looked kind of ugly. So yeah, shout out to Unrivaled, man. I think Breonna Stewart and Nafessa Collier are actually the founders of it, along with a bunch of other investors, but I think they came up with the idea and presented it, and they're putting it on. It's going off a hitch, and again, it's an extra way to make money. Make sure the girls don't have to go overseas to get a paycheck when the season's over for the WNBA, because again, they're not making the salaries of NBA players, and they can't just chill on loss. They have to keep working. So Unrivaled is doing their thing to get everybody paid, and I like it. Next, some pop culture. Party Next Door and Drake's album coming out today, right in time for Valentine's Day and time for the lovers, man. You didn't think I was going to talk about this? I'm telling you, bro. I fucks with Party Next Door. He's one of my favorite R&B artists of all time. And when you talk about Drake, of course, he's one of my favorite rappers too. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the beef that, he's still one of the rappers or artists I go to for the hits, so good music all the time. You know what I'm saying? You need something to play in the club. You need something to play in the car ride. You need something to put on when you with the ladies, with different people. Drake is definitely a go-to because he satiates a lot of different appetites, and especially when he gets to a Party Next Door, who is kind of rumored to be a lot of the influence behind a lot of the Drake slower songs anyways. They do sound better when Drake kind of performs them sometimes, but Party Next Door does have hits himself. You know what I'm saying? I can take you through the whole catalog of Party Next Door songs. I'm one of the biggest fans of all time. So him and Drake collab album, I am stoked for, and I cannot wait for. 14 songs, track list did come out this week. As it gets closer, as I'm recording this today, it's going to drop tonight. I'm going to peep that as soon as I get off of here, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to see. The ladies do need some songs, you know what I'm saying? I am a big fan of R&B, so for me to have some songs to throw on R&B wise, and for Valentine's Day, V-Rons, you was in trouble. I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you guys are as well. Again, a lot of the best singles that come out from Drake are collabs with Party Next Door. Come See Me for Once, Preach from the If You're Reading This Is Too Late. over here for all the new the older fans, popping champagne over it. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. He has the hits. They have the hits together. So I'm excited to see. The production is always great. See if 40 can come out and do some crazy shit. It's been a while. Actually, Party Next Door, they both put out albums, and Drake kind of put out albums relatively recently. But I think it's a really good time to put out this kind of music. Valentine's Day is perfect. If you're trying to make a comeback and trying to bounce back from the shit that went down, through the ladies is the perfect avenue. You know what I'm saying? Smart marketing. It's smart marketing all around. And I can't wait to see what's on the album. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get through more of this faster so I can get to it a little bit faster. You feel me? So shouts out them, and you guys will probably be hearing a lot of the songs. I'm gonna use some songs for probably some promo videos that I put out. Um, and I'll probably be rocking it a lot. Probably gonna get it in vinyl too. Gotta probably pre-order that vinyl. You feel me? Got the vinyl orders popping. I'll show you guys some of my vinyls collection a little sooner too, a little bit later. And oh yeah, while we're talking about pop culture, again, album coming out. Pre-orders are available now everywhere. Apple Music and Spotify. It'll probably be out at mid or 9 o'clock West Coast, New York and shit. East Coast, you got to wait till midnight. I do apologize for that. But again, last weekend I did mention, not last pod, maybe the pod before, I had a break the last pod. So whenever I said the Grammys were, when I had the little Grammy episode, I said that something about Kanye getting kicked out of the Grammys and then being a marketing genius by putting a commercial in the Grammys promoting his brand after he got kicked out while his attention was all on him. I do apologize because I was not aware that he was wilding out the way he was on his website, putting offensive shit up for sale, taking down all the items he had for sale and putting up offensive shit. Also, wasn't really aware of all the tweets that he's been putting out recently. I've been hearing about him, and a lot of these tweets that Kanye puts out, I feel like are one, he is I feel like he is medicated, schizophrenic. Also, I think he likes to try to promote shit the wrong way. He comes out and tries to say all this crazy shit, so bring attention to him because he's gonna drop an album or drop some shoes or drop some bullshit. The messages that he tries to put out or the way he goes about it is just fucking wrong. I personally didn't really want to talk about this because I feel like every time he does it, podcasts and outlets give him the light to talk about what he's doing, and essentially that brings attention to him and kind of feeds into the bullshit that he keeps doing. I get he feels a certain way about a certain group of people, but you don't do that with the shit that he's doing. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that away from public consumption, especially when you're a very influential person that can really mold the beliefs of a lot of people. Um, it's kind of conflicting to me because I do have the shoes. I see the Gap Yeezy gear out there. Some of it's pretty fly, but it's like the shit is overboard now. At first, it was, I wouldn't say cute, but it's like people were like, okay, it's Kanye. He's just saying shit to promote shit. Okay, now it's Kanye. He does this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. He don't really feel that way. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this shit anyways. No, bro. I think it's time to where it's kind of hard to say because the music, the influence, the contributions to hip hop, it, it, it doesn't make any sense. Where is his people at? Publishers, I'm sure. I mean, it looks like, sometimes he's so, you know, caught up in his own thoughts and so self-righteous that being a publisher for him is probably impossible. So I'm not sure if he even has one at this point. But I don't know. There's just no comeback from the shit that he's doing. And I feel like money can only get you so far. I'm praying for him, man. I'm hoping that this really is a mental break and it's not really how he feels. I know it's time not to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's time to ignore him and shun him for his disrespectful ways, and maybe he'll learn from that. But just like, how we seeing Kodak Black out there, looks like he's strung out and needs help from the drugs that he's on. I kind of feel like Kanye West needs help as well, from the drug of power, from the drug of money, from the drug of feeling like you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want to say just because you are who you are. That's just kind of wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, I respect Kanye West and everything that he, not everything that he does, but everything that he stands for as far as, again, the contributions to fashion, to people that aren't gangster that want to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The acceptability of being yourself and the different types of shit that he brought back in the um late graduation in times, the kind of throw your hands up in the sky. What happened to that, Kanye? You know what I'm saying? This crazy shit I didn't see coming at all. I mean, people were saying when his mom did pass, he did break mentally. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of just felt like back in the days when I heard he got into that car crash, he had a second chance at life. I just thought that he would just kind of look at life as a blessing and kind of just be that Kanye and not just turn into the Kanye that I got so much money that I can just disrespect people and do whatever the fuck I want. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to some cinema corner. Fantastic Four trailer. I apologize. Last time I did say I was going to talk about Fantastic Four, I didn't talk about it at all. I like what I'm seeing, man. I'm liking they're saying it's in the 1960s. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking the retro futuristic look that it's giving. I'm liking though the CGI is kind of wonky. I am liking the Ben Grimm. I'm not mad at it. It's comic book accurate, the eyebrows, the suits. Pedro Pascal, I'm always be down for him being in a movie. He's great. Vanessa Kirby, I cannot wait to see her portray Sue Storm. Um, Sorry, other two brothers. I don't know your names, but I know that you're Eddie from fucking Stranger Things, and then we got the cousin um from The Bear. But it looks epic though. We didn't see Mr. Fantastic's powers, but I mean, how much, you've seen one person stretch, you've seen them all. We see Johnny Storm flame on. We see Galactus, the back of his head, anyways. Um, we didn't see the Silver Surfer yet. We know it's going to be the female Herald. It's not going to be the actual Silver Surfer we know from the earlier Fantastic Four movies. I'm just excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see what happens, what we have. People are rating again, bringing up the Captain America movie, Brave New World, are rating it bad, saying that it wasn't good, and people are hating on it already. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to these next couple of movies. Not so much the TV shows. Agatha was better than expected, but these next two movies, I'm really excited to see. Um, Fantastic Four, I think, are gonna bring in a lot of things, man. Personally, I feel like people are surmising that their world is gonna be destroyed by Galactus, and they're gonna have to jump, kind of teleport because they're working on a time machine in the previews. So they're probably gonna jump into the 616 MCU and join them, even though they're going to be from the 60s and kind of be more so old school, be older people. If they jump from a different, universe into this universe, and they're the only Fantastic Four there, you know what I'm saying? That's how you add them in there. And I think with that, you add the mutants. Then you get the Doctor Doom from that universe is probably gonna be Robert Downey Jr. That's how he's gonna come in here, come into the MCU, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh no, it's Iron Man. It's Tony Stark." Nah, this is Doom. It's Doom from our universe. You feel me? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. They didn't give away too much. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see more. They'll probably drop more trailers, and they'll probably be beaten to death, because nowadays people drop spoilers for every movie. They'll drop a couple of fight scenes from the movie 2 months before the movie drops. You know what I'm saying? That's the world we live in now, but I'm really excited to see it. I had to touch on it a little bit, you know, because I didn't talk about it at all. After I didn't want to be a liar. You feel me? How did you guys feel about the trailer? I know they had another spot in the Super Bowl, so if you saw the Super Bowl commercials, I didn't really talk about the Super Bowl commercials in the Super Bowl segment because I don't really remember any, bro. I'm like, I used to watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. I think I was preoccupied the whole first half, just being surprised by the game, and then halftime went off, and then we were discussing halftime, and then the game was over after halftime. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, go watch the trailer if you haven't seen it. I don't have the release date, I forgot, but it's not that soon. I think it comes out in June, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But checking in with Spider-Man and Invincible, man. Last week we had 3 episodes dropped from Spider-Man. I think the first week was 2 episodes, second week was three, and then this week was 3 episodes as well. The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, it's amazing to me, man. I really like how it's turning out. I like how It's different. It's alternate universe, and everything is pretty. Oh, let me see. Everything is cool as far as changing the characters up. I know a lot of people are mad because they made some of the characters black. Harry and Norman Osborn are black, and people don't like that. Blah blah blah. People mad about how Norman found out that Peter was Spider-Man too fast. Blah blah blah. But I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it at all. It's cool. I like all the cameos they have. The Iron Man cameos, Daredevil on the most recent one. The animation. Uh, Not the biggest fan of this style of animation, but I'm not mad at it. It's a cool little spin on the Spider-Man show. Check it out, man. Again, there's a lot of episodes that drops in a short amount of time. So I don't want to really review it all for you guys, but it's cool, man. It's really cool. I like how the friends, Pearl and Harry are kind of falling in love. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. I thought that Pearl was going to be the love interest of Peter. After, the girl that he was interested in, it wasn't Mary Jane, but already got taken by the football player. Seeing them together, Peter Parker is just, the nerdy friend that, wants love but can't find it. So they're foreshadowing Harry and Pearl kind of hooking up and becoming friends. She already knows he's Spider-Man too. So there's three people that already know Peter is Spider-Man at the beginning, which is kind of crazy. You can already see the foreshadowing of Norman Osborn kind of turning evil, is going to turn on Spider-Man because he's kind of using him for his personal bidding. We saw Daredevil come in investigating Norman Osborn's facilities and some of the shit that he's doing. So he's probably doing some dirty shit. Daredevil is trying to uncover it, but he is trying to pass it off on Dr. Octavius, trying to kind of get back at Norman for shutting down his lab and shutting down his work and shit like that with gamma radiation, blah blah blah. But you guys should watch it, man. Don't be, there's a lot of Spider-Man content out there. I know it could be overbearing at times, but this is pretty good. Invincible, of course, is back on Prime. I told you guys a little bit about that last week, and Mark's whole internal conflict with killing and his brother killing and just dealing with Cecil's betrayal and him being okay with using villains as associates within the government to kind of save the world if need be, even though these villains kind of killed people and morally are just fucking terrible people. Cecil using them to help save the world. Mark can't see the what's the word I'm looking for? They can't see the villains changing their ways and becoming good members of society. He just sees that they've killed people, and killing in Mark's eyes is the ultimate sin. Once you kill somebody, ain't no going back from it, and you are a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? He knows what his dad did. He knows the switch that his dad flipped, and he's so conflicted with not wanting to be like his dad. His morals just conflicted this whole season, and we saw that with his brother killing people and the shit like that. And Cecil, he's one of those guys that'll do anything for the government and just wants the world to be safe. And Mark doesn't even realize that his morals are scaring Cecil into thinking that he's as big as of a threat that Omni-Man was when he went crazy. And Mark is just kind of in the beginning stages of him getting hella strong and getting his powers and learning who he is. It's like, fuck, I don't want to work for you because we know what the people that you're recruiting are doing and you have no moral ground. What's to stop you from doing shady shit to me? And it's like, hey, bro, we know what you can do. We know what you're capable of. One day you could turn and do some shit to us. So we had to have a plan for it. It's just a crazy conflict. And just going to this episode and just seeing, it was only one episode dropped today for this one, and him getting kidnapped and taken to the future and seeing the Immortal as the king of this futuristic planet and him enslaving everybody and kind of, you know, just kind of doing what he did and just hearing him out, hearing his story, how Mark used to be the emperor of that planet. He left the Immortal in charge and he just kind of went power crazy. He wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready to be this emperor. He's seen a whole bunch of people in his lifetime die being immortal. 500 lifetimes of people he loved just pass away, be reborn, not be reborn, but him fall in love again and people pass away. He's done with it. He doesn't want the responsibility anymore. He just wants to be killed. You know what I'm saying? And Mark is conflicted because he don't want to kill bruh, but bruh's like, if you don't kill me, I'm gonna continue to kill everybody else because that's what I do. That's what I've been doing for years, and that's just the way it's been, and I'm over it. I don't want this anymore. I want to die, basically. But and that's the thing. Mark is just being confronted by death this whole season. He's just he he doesn't know if he's ready to be a superhero because he can't kill. He can't deal with the fact that his family's always in danger. His girlfriends will be in danger. He has to try to be a brother, a son, a boyfriend, be a regular kid at the same time. It's just all being super conflicting. And he doesn't know if he wants to do it. And I don't know. Me personally, it's just kind of growing him up really fast. And it's going to get us to a mature Invincible before we know it. And I mean, I don't really read the comics. I have a lot of the comics, haven't read the comics. I'm letting the show play out first, so I'm not spoiled. But hopefully we get a mature, Invincible that realizes that with Adam Eve, he can actually be his own person, have his own morals, and kind of not be his dad, but at the same time be a good role model for his brother. Stand up to Cecil and maintain those morals, and I don't know, kind of still be the guy he wants to be. I don't know, but that's out right now. Episode, I believe, I want to say 4 is out now. It's episode 4 is 4 episodes out. Episodes every Friday or every Thursday for that. And then lastly, Severance, guys. If you're not watching Severance every Friday, again, it's a mind fuck. But if you get into it and watch it from season 1, you guys, it's about 9 episodes now, including the 2 episodes, 3 episodes from season 2, and the 8 episodes from season 1. Go watch it, get caught up. It's amazing. And Paradise, man, I'm watching that right now. Just started it off of Hulu. Man, mindfuck as well. These governmental shows with post-apocalyptic situations be always having me on my toes, man. Are they foreshadowing us for shit that's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go watch that. I forgot bruh's name. It's right on the tip of my tongue, so I'll be remiss if I don't just go pull that name up right now. Let me see. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Bro, oh man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I apologize. Sterling K. Brown. Duh. God damn. I knew it was something with Sterling. I knew it was something like that. But yeah, Sterling K. Brown on Hulu. It is crazy, man. Just started last night, like at 10 o'clock. Watched 2 episodes. Bam, bam. Hella tired, bro. But it's a good show. It's one of those on the list of shows that I'm watching, man. I like to keep y'all informed on shit. You know what I'm saying? Invincible season 3, Prime. Again, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Disney Plus, and again, Paradise, Hulu. You know what I mean? A lot of good shows, a lot of good stuff. And go to the movies, y'all. If y'all not going to the movies this weekend, man, you're missing out. Go be a part of the MCU. Support. We need to get this back on the track. We need cinema back. Monkeys in theater as well. I think there's one more movie that I wanted to see that's out. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of the podcast today. Short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping I touched on everything y'all wanted to hear today. If not, I'll do better next time. I do promise. If you're looking for me, trying to find out anything about the podcast or looking for me and see what I got going on, it's SAC_Lydell, Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat, SAC_Lydell on the Instagram. If you're looking for anything podcast wise, Best of Bias on the Instagram, Best of Bias on TikTok. If you still got the app, I'll start posting on there again since the app did live and people are looking to buy it now. So since it's gonna survive, I'll keep putting shit on there. If you're looking for some gear, I still got it. Hats, stat hats, beanies, buckets, truckers, all that shit. Still got it. Hit me up. You know where to find me: Instagram, YouTube, email me, any of that jazz. I got a hat for you and your significant other. It's Valentine's Day. If they need a gift, you ain't got them a gift yet, add a Best of Bias hat to that. And more merch, more shit coming, more shirts, t-shirts. I know I'm kind of lagging on it, but I know we're more than just a podcast. We're merch gang, merch gang, merch gang. So I need to get right back on that shit. More guests to come, more coverage to come. Football is over, but we still got the basketball playoffs. Spring training for baseball is starting back up. WNBA is going to start back up. So plenty of sports to talk about, plenty of pop culture to talk about. But enjoy your Valentine's Day, enjoy your weekend, and All-Star break for basketball. So, hey, let's get to it. All-Star weekend, everybody be safe out there again. But till next time, it's the Best of Bias podcast. Your boy Lydell Dinero, episode 233, and maybe 234. I'm not 100% certain. I'll be fucking this shit up. But hey, where that theme song at? It's right here. It's your boy, and I'm out of here. Yeah.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah.